We're ready in this video to define the cross product between two vectors in space. So let's suppose that A has components A1, A2, A3, and B has components B1, B2, B3. These are two vectors in R3. We define the cross product and symbolize it as follows. So it's A cross B. And the cross product of these two vectors is equal to A sub 2 B3 minus A3 B2 I plus A3 B1 minus A1 B3 J hat plus A1 B sub 2 minus A sub 2 B sub 1 K hat. This is our definition of the cross product that is denoted by A with the multiplication symbol that we're used to cross B. The result, notice that this result is a vector with three components. This is written in component form. And we can use the determinants that we defined in the previous video to help us keep track of the coefficients of I hat, J hat, and K hat. Right? These are kind of difficult to memorize, but the determinant gives us a tool to be able to create this cross product. So let's see how that will work. All right, so we're going to define the cross product A cross B using the determinant. And the way we're going to do this is the first row of our determinant will be our three standard basis vectors, I, J, and K. The second row of the determinant will consist of the components of the first vector A. So we'll have A sub 1, A sub 2, and A sub 3. And the third row of the determinant will be the components of the second vector B, B1, B sub 2, and B sub 3. So we're going to use our definition of the determinant to expand this and show that this actually gives us the same vector that we obtained in the above definition, but it's much easier to calculate using the determinants and to remember the components or the coefficients of each I, J, and K. So first we'll start with the upper left I hat, and remembering how the determinant works in R3, we isolate the row that contains I hat as well as the column that contains I hat, and then we calculate the determinant left, the 2 by 2 determinant left when we isolated those two row and column. So this is going to be I times, I'll write it out, I times the determinant of A sub 2, A sub 3, B sub 2, B sub 3. And also recall that we alternate signs when we pick every element in the first row. So now we're going to have minus J hat. And here we take J hat and eliminate or isolate the row that contains J hat as well as the column that contains J hat, and we will form the determinant, 2 by 2 determinant that's left with the elements left out. So that will give us A1, A3, B sub 1, and B sub 3. And finally, for the third component, oops, no, that's the wrong application there. Sorry about that line. Okay, I'm going to have to rewrite that. I can't eliminate that. All right, so let me try to write that again with I hat, J hat, K hat, A sub 1, A sub 2, A sub 3 in the second row, B1, B2, B3 in the third row, and this time we're going to take K hat and eliminate the row and column containing K hat and write down the 2 by 2 determinant that is left. So that's going to give us A sub 1, A sub 2, B sub 1, B sub 2. All right, We can continue to expand this, so this will give us I hat, and the first component of the resulting vector will be, we'll do the determinant, the 2 by 2 determinant, so a sub 2 b sub 3 minus a sub 3 b sub 2. Now we've got minus j hat, and we'll calculate the 2 by 2 determinant, which is a1 b3 minus a3 b1. And finally, plus k hat, and we will calculate that 2 by 2 determinant, which is a1 b sub 2 minus a sub 2 b sub 1. So notice that the first component of this vector is exactly the same as that from our definition above. The third component is also exactly the same, and the middle component is just off by a negative, but we can distribute the negative in front of j hat, and this will be rewritten as a sub 3 b sub 1 minus a1 b3, and it will give us the same thing. So this is in fact the cross product of two vectors a cross b, and the determinant gives us a way to express this cross product. So let's practice with an example. We'll just find the cross product between two vectors in space. So let's suppose, for example, that vector A is given by 2, 1, negative 1, and vector B is given by negative 3, negative 2, and 1. So to form the cross product of A and B, I'm going to use the determinant to do this. So the first row will still be I hat, j hat, and k hat. The second row will consist of the components of A, 2, 1, and negative 1. And the third component will be the components of B, negative 3, negative 2, and 1. And we're going to go ahead and calculate the determinant. So we have I hat first, and the first component of the resulting vector will have a value of the determinant, the 2 by 2 determinant that is obtained when we isolate the column and row that contains I. So that's going to be 1 times 1, which is 1, minus negative 2 times negative 1, which is a 2. Now we have minus j hat, and we isolate the column and row containing j hat and calculate the determinant that's left, the 2 by 2 determinant. And that's going to be 2 times 1, which is 2, minus negative 3 times negative 1, which is a positive 3. And finally, we'll calculate k hat, and this time we isolate the column containing k hat and the row containing k hat, and we find the determinant left over right here. So that will be 2 times negative 2, which is a negative 4, minus 1 times negative 3, which is negative 3, so that will become a plus 3. And we have a vector that results with the following components. We have a negative I hat, and this is negative 1, but this negative in front will give us plus 1 j hat and minus 1 k hat. And so this vector can also be written as negative 1, 1, and negative 1. Okay, now, since we're here, we're going to calculate one more cross product. We're going to see what happens when we change the order and now instead calculate B cross A using the same two vectors from our first example. So when we set this up, we'll still have a first row of I hat, j hat, and k hat. Our second row will be the components of our vector B, so negative 3, negative 2, and 1. And our third row will have the components of vector A, and that will be 2, 1, negative 1. Calculating this in the way that I've described, we'll have I hat, and this will be 2 times negative 2 times negative 1 is 2, so 2 minus 1 times 1 is 1, minus j hat, and that will be negative 3 times negative 1, which is 3, minus 2 times 1, which is 2, plus k hat, and that will be negative 3 times 1 is negative 3, minus negative 2 times negative 2 is negative 4, so plus 4. And this gives us 1 times I hat minus 1 times j hat plus 1 times k hat, which can also be written as 1, negative 1, and 1. And so you might notice that A cross B, right here, and B cross A here are actually opposites. They're exactly the opposite of one another. So we can write that our result, our observation is that A cross B will be the negative 1 times the vector B cross A. In the next video, we're going to explore what does this vector represent and how is it related to vectors A and vectors B.